Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge. It's a talk show where truth matters, and definitely it does. I just went to Baker's Farms over the weekend and did quite a few recordings there. And so Cheryl and David Baker, this is up in Mentone, Alabama. By the way, you can always buy exotic plants from them and also locals from them. The telephone number there is 256-254-9464. Cheryl is going to set up some classes as well, and I just want to tell you, she's got horticulture down to a science. She knows exactly what she's doing. So I got to go, Phil and I got to go and hang out with her almost all day on a Saturday, and just chock full of information. Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple of segments, and one of those segments right now is going to be about propagating. And the very first one you're going to look at is going to be about propagating a fern. So you buy a fern one time and you can make many plants out of it. So let's go ahead and get right on it, okay? She knows what she's doing.
So we're just going to split it just like this and pull it apart. Then that's going to give you two. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do it just like this. And we're going to split it apart again. And sometimes it feels like it's going to be a little bit hard. And you guys, it is going to be a little bit hard because you're going to rip it apart. And it's going to give you two more.
So you're going to get 4 plants at least out of that.
Yes, you are. Exactly. And you know why? Because you've got a baby's here. And then look at all this.
That's the mama.
Okay, this is the mama here, the main plant. There you go. And then we're going to transplant them into 4-inch cups again, and we'll get them going just like this again.
So we're going to do that in a few minutes, right?
That's right. Okay. Exactly.
All right.
We're done.
All right. We'll be right back. Now the next segment is going to be just a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and get started on that one. She gets a little bit deeper into how to propagate. You can propagate anything. Just make sure you follow Cheryl's steps.
So we're going to talk about this dirt real quick. Now this is peat moss. We go and we get it from Bama Green, and it is Pro Mix, you guys. Well, no, I'm sorry. This time I got Berger, which is a more expensive dirt. I did decide to switch over this year because Berger does come, it is a heavier dirt, and it is a more expensive dirt, and it holds water. Now I did add a little bit of bark to it, soil conditioner, that also helps hold water too. But because it's dry, we are going through a drought. We have some freezes coming up. Hopefully we'll get some rain. We'll talk about that from freezes here in just a little bit. It's important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plant because frost is coming up soon, you guys. We do allow our greenhouses to go through a light trees, by the way. We'll talk about that too later on. But right now we're going to go ahead and get these planted. You're going to go ahead and get these tucked in, and when I say tucked in, you want to tuck your roots in just a little bit. And when I say tuck, a light tuck, just like I'm doing. You do not want too hard tuck. You just want to do a light tuck, just like that. Other than that, you want to shake your roots in, just like this, and see how they stand up automatically if you do a light tuck. Do not tuck them in deeply because you do not want to, how do you say, you don't want to over tuck your roots.
Does this also take away any air pockets?
Yes, it does. Okay. If you do a light tuck. Okay. But if you do a deep tuck, then you're going to tuck it so deep that you're going to not allow any water, enough water to your roots, and then it's not going to allow any air to your roots. You don't want to tuck it in too deep, or it won't. It'll suffocate. That's the word I'm looking for. It'll suffocate. And
it's got to have its space, in other words. Right?
That's it. That's the good.
That's from my hippie days. I want my space.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good word for it too. And we want to do a light pat like this too, so that it will move the
So it's kind of naturally keeping the dirt with it, right?
Yes.
Just naturally doing it that way.
Exactly. And we don't want to compact.
Yeah.
That's it.
Compact's a good.
I couldn't get That's it. We don't want to compact the roots. That's it. Okay.
Cool.
So that's what we're going to do. Just like that. We don't want to compact the roots. We just want to do a light tip, not compact the roots. I couldn't think, girl. But anyways, that's what we're going to do.
And so when you transplant, when you're doing it this way, when you transplant to a bigger pot, it's going to have healthier roots because they're not all crammed and jammed in there. Right?
Exactly. Also, on a fern, when we're doing it in the fall, it's not going to put it to sleep.
Oh. Okay. So it's not going to be hibernating.
Right. Some people say, oh, my fern went to sleep. My fern went to sleep, okay? Also, one more time, do not compact the roots, okay? That's real important because you want the airflow to go around. You want the airflow to go around your fern, okay?
Now, Cheryl, you're going to be offering classes, and we'll be talking about that just a little bit later. But hey, do you have articles, anything that you have written that people can find on the internet or anything? You need to.
I know.
You need to write some
so
books.
many people have that. Look at those azaleas that I rooted over there just a couple months ago. People tell me I need to write articles.
You do.
And I just don't have time for that. I'm such a busy person. I don't just, do classes, but I do talks and I do speak for universities. And now that I'm back offering, talks and stuff like that to schools, schools are now calling me back again. I have.
Well, COVID kind of messed everything up.
COVID messed everybody up, and
so we're getting back in the saddle again.
Yeah, we're getting back out of COVID and all that mess, and schools are calling me back, and I got several schools calling me now. And I'm glad. I'm glad all the schools are calling me back. Thank you very much to Cobb County because I'm available if you need me.
Now, how can folks get in contact with you?
They can call me direct at my telephone number 256-254-9464. You may call me direct through Donna at Donna's TV show. You contact her, please, or contact her by email, or she'll give you my email address. She has all my information, and she has my address. And
I keep her on speed dial all the time.
Yes, she does. She'll tell you all that information, please. So
now, let's say you have a lot of accreditations, okay? And so let's talk about those, if you don't mind.
Okay, what would you like to know?
Well,
Lord have mercy.
Actually, you trained the trainers.
I did. I like the trainers. Thanks. I've been. Okay, well, let's just start from the beginning. Why I'm doing this. I graduated from Auburn University, you guys. I've got a couple of degrees.
War Eagle, by the way.
Yeah, War Eagle. Heck yeah.
You need to help the coach out on the ball team, though.
Yeah, really. But that's okay. As Dr. Kessler told me a long time ago, I had needed to change my degree. He was right. I sure did. I graduated as a chemical engineer, you guys. And it's so funny.
So how did you go from chemical engineering to horticulture?
Well, that's a funny little situation there. I ended up taking some short courses in horticulture, by the way, only because Dr. Ponder talked me into it. Dr. Kessler told me that I needed to change my degree a long time ago, which I did not. I stayed in chemical engineer because he tried to convince me otherwise, and I wouldn't, but that's okay. But anyways, I have been across the country helping prison winners. I was actually a breeder for prison winners, you guys. I helped develop plants for prison winners, by the way, back in the day when we owned the Shed Nursery. We also had a branch with help with development winners.
You want to start propagating these?
Yeah, if you want to start splitting them up, that'd be great. We can start working on those. We just pull them out of the pot and we're going to start popping them. That'd be great. Anyways, y'all, David and I worked for Proven Winners. I'm sure y'all know about that, but if you don't, well, I can tell you all about it. For about 15 years. Now, we know how to do the do. That's what they call it. We know how to make plants. We know how to develop plants. We know how to grow plants.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Oh.
You're killing it.
No, I'm not killing it.
I know there's a reason you're doing this.
It's so, now that we divided them, we're cutting these back. Okay? And do you know that we can actually propagate from the leaf itself? Yeah, we can.
Now, do you need a root compound for that?
Well, no, not really. Talking about, when we were breeding for Proven Winners, back in the day, we actually had a little lab. I could just cut these and put these in jars with just a little bit of water.
There you go, you get the plant.
Right.
All right, let's get back to your accreditation.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just had to stop you there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, back in the day, we know how to make plants. And if I was going to root these, yes, I would take these and put them, because we did breed for Proven Winners, yes. But anyways, we were breeders, so we do know how to breed and develop plants, you guys. We bred hostas, we bred coleuses, we bred hydrangeas. There were many plants that we bred, to include impatiens. So, being breeders for Proven Winners, now you know who we are.
And you'll find those on commercials on like P. Allen Smith and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and P. Allen Smith and I are really good friends too. So I've been out to his farms and everything, and I talk places with him, and I know him personally. So, anyways, I know a lot of people, you guys, and I've met many senators, and I was a designer, and did a lot of houses, decorating, and just all kinds of stuff. So
Now,
here we are.
You're actually the forefathers of ex-presidents of the United States. They were horticulturists.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back and study history, all of them, Jefferson, the whole...
All of them. Yeah, all of them. Horticulturists, you guys, it takes science to do what we're doing. Okay? It takes a brainiac to do this stuff. And people just don't understand that growing plants,
That's the lifeline.
it is the lifeline. And we must save our plants. We really must save them.
And a lot of the young folks need to know about these.
They do. They need to know how to do this stuff. It is so important that my children know how to do this. This is why my husband and I are teaching our children and have taught our children how to do this. This was passed down to me, was passed down to my husband, and it's being passed down to my children. This is my husband's family's farm.
And you're the guardian now.
Well, not necessarily, but I'm kind of being thrown into it.
Yeah, but it's a natural thing for
But
you.
it is a natural thing for me. Yes, it is. And I get to have fun doing it, and I love doing it, and I'm glad I'm able to help somebody, and I'm glad I'm able to have fun doing it, sick or not. This is what makes me happy. And like I
This is
tell,
your happy place.
that's right, this is my happy place. And I enjoy doing it. And I love teaching people how to do this.
Well, we're going to talk about that next segment, the teaching classes. Okay, folks, we're going to be right back in just a few minutes with more info from Cheryl Baker from Baker's Farms. Great information. I love hanging around Cheryl. She's so much fun. It's so informative. Let's go into a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a minute. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community. Whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need, toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Henniger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Henniger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
We're back. We're still with Cheryl Baker at Baker's Farm. So Phil and I got to go spend some time with her and David. And I'm going to tell you what, this is a working farm. And so much vital information I got just from being there and just from hanging around. And so I'm looking forward to going back again. We're going to, or actually she, not me, she is going to actually host some classes, and I'm going to let you know when those are. And the pricing and that kind of thing. And whatever the price is, it's going to be a great deal, I promise you. So pretty soon we're going to be doing that. Let's go ahead and go into the third one. This is a pretty quick video right here. And I'll be back with you in just a minute on more tips how to propagate.
So, right now we're going to cut the citrosa, which is really good for mosquitoes. It's the mosquito plant, you guys. Because we didn't quite have enough last year. We're going to... Did it go out?
Go ahead.
Because we didn't quite have enough of citrosa last year, which keeps the mosquitoes off of everybody. We're going to make certain that we get enough this year. So what I'm doing is I'm making certain that I get the photosynthesis off of them. And again, you want a 3-inch cutting, about that much. And when I say the photosynthesis, we just want to cut the plant, and you want to have about 2 leaves on it.
So how are you cutting the plant? The leaf
Oh, so the roots put very faster.
Okay. All right, sure. So you're shooting energy into that bottom where those roots are going.
Exactly.
And I'm
Exactly.
using this compound over here.
Right. You want to use the Olivia compound, and whenever we're rooting, you want to just squeeze the dirt just a little bit on it, and put as much Olivia compound on there. Right, lots of Olivia compound on there, and squeeze the dirt around it, right? Exactly, just like that.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to do.
All right. Let's get at it.
All right, let's go. And I'll do it really quickly, really fast.
We'll do a couple, and then we'll go to the next segment.
All right, sounds good to me.
So we're doing this assembly line, right?
Right, exactly, just like the assembly line.
Well, I think we need to start our own manufacturing company ourselves.
It'll be great. And what we do with the leftovers, you guys, again, nothing gets thrown away around here. It all goes to the compost. Just like that. And it is a quick process and a quick assembly line, and it goes by faster.
And then after we get this filled up, you're going to put water in it, so it's got some nutrients coming in. Okay.
Right, we'll take it over there to our table where everything else is.
How beautiful. So when you cut, again, when you cut that leaf off right there, you are bringing that energy down. You're going to have some nice roots.
Exactly. It
It's
makes
all
it
about
root
energy,
faster.
Very
Yeah,
good. And that's what it's all about, right?
exactly.
Okay, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so Cheryl and I had this little assembly line thing going on there, and got quite a bit accomplished, but then we spent a lot of time talking as well, but great information. Now this is a mosquito plant that she was propagating, and if you'll notice, she told you about the length, and then she also told you how much needed to be cut off at the bottom and kind of at a slant, and use your fingernail as a guide. Ooh, I should have done my fingernails before I did this. But anyway, this is all fantastic information. So the compound, the rooting compound that she was using, there's one that I've used before and it's powder, and I don't use it anymore because I found out it's not all natural. This is an all natural. It's kind of like this gel-like stuff, and you can kind of water it down just a little bit, and a thing of it just lasts forever. I ordered some from Amazon, and I think it was like 4 ounces, and it was somewhere around $20, but it's going to last a very long time. So I'm happy to have that. Now, with that said, I wanted to end the show with 12 plants that actually repel mosquitoes, and a lot of y'all know a lot of them. So let me go ahead and just kind of go through these right here. One of them is basil. Now, I love basil. I cook with basil. We're going to talk about a salad you can make for your chickens. I'm not kidding, really. That's going to be on one of the segments coming up pretty soon. But basil is fragrant, and I'm going to tell you what, in the heat, it loves it. I bought one of these basils from Cheryl last season, okay, before our gardening season began in the spring. and I put it in the concrete garden, not concrete, but the concrete block garden, that Phil put together for me. And that thing loved it. It loves heat. And so it was just a small little plant, probably, I don't know, about 6 inches tall, maybe something like that. That thing has on it, like, it's almost a tree now. And it's only been a few months since I've had it, but I think it just really liked the concrete. And so it's probably about an inch round now with the stump part of it. And again, it looks almost like a tree. And what I've noticed about it is the more you cut them, the thicker they get and the more they grow. I mean, I just did this like a week ago and the thing already sprouting out all over the place. It's a good plant. It loves the heat. It loves the cold. It loves everything. But that one will repel mosquitoes, and you really do need that out in your garden in the summertime. Catnip's another good one, and she sells that as well. It has an aromatic, bright green leaves and small blossoms. It's a low maintenance plant, and so is basil. I mean, you just get it and set it out somewhere, and it's gonna just water it every once in a while. Citronella grass. I want to get some of that. Now I do have citronella oil. I make candles, and a lot of people like my citronella candles because it does repel. So if you've got the plant, if you got a candle, or if you're just going to use I'm gonna learn how to make essential oils as well. Or if you just got the citronella oil and you spritz that out there, you're gonna get rid of bugs of all kinds. Garlic is another good one. It's fabulous. Lavender, I'm going to tell you what, rumor has it, mosquitoes don't love the scent of lavender. That's a good thing to hear. So it's kind of like a showy looking plant. I've got some of those, and I'm going to propagate some of those as well. It has its origins in the Mediterranean region, and it's prized for its downy leaves, purple blooms, strong, heady fragrance. Not all lavender, though, can thrive when planted outdoors in the South. I've got some that actually works, and she does too. So with proper care and planting in well-draining, gravel-heavy soil, they have the potential to become perennial garden fixtures. And I'm going to have a lavender field this coming summer, and I couldn't believe how good it did. If I'd known that, I would have planted more last summer. So I got it from Propagating Plants. And so I'm going to have just this field of lavender and a field of sunflowers. I love sunflowers. Bees love sunflowers. So we're going to have that. Lemon balm is another good one. I'm going to have to hurry. Lemongrass. I make teas out of all these, by the way. I make tea out of lemongrass and marigold flowers. And it's so good for you. So many great qualities it has for it. Do you know marigolds? Also, mosquitoes don't like them. Peppermint, they don't like them, and I'll tell you who else doesn't like peppermint, and that's rats. When you live on a farm and you have chicken feed and stuff like that all the time, you're gonna see them. It's the only thing I don't like about living out in the country. Rosemary, scented geranium. Now rosemary is so fragrant; it's just an awesome scent. Okay, this is the end of the show. Wasn't that a good one? Cheryl and David Baker from Baker Farms, and I'll let you know as soon as she gets those classes set up, because I'm going to be in all of them too. I mean, I want to learn all I possibly can, and I know you do, because we don't know about supply. If anything at all is going to happen to the supply chain, but it's just good to know these things. But anyway, thank you again so much for watching Donna's Edge. We are where truth matters, definitely for that. But I'll see you in the next one coming up.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.